Oh. Eh. Oh. I wasn't even sure if a mic picked that up. Hello! Hello! Man, I watch Secret Sleepover Society so much, and each time they start their stream, Jacob goes, "Hello, yammers! Yammers!" And I say it with him every time because it's a funny thing to say. It's fun to say yammers But now every time I say hello, it feels incomplete. It feels like I'm missing something. And I don't know. I don't want to copy people, but it's a fun thing to say. Ooh, hello, yammers. Yay. Ugh. My my apartment smelled so badly like garlic because I have a Blue Sky account now, and I don't know. I was life. What do people call it? I don't know. I was making posts, and apparently I'm dealing with a bug right now, some kind of pest that is killing my plants, and garlic is supposed to help against them because of like some thing that is in the garlic. I don't know. And I don't know. I wanted to change the pot for my cactus yesterday. Because I thought, hey, I'm pretty sure she can like use more space. But she's dead. Yeah. She's dead. I couldn't really see it because, you know, they eat like the roots and slowly eat their way to the top, I guess. So when I noticed, it was like already too late. And so now I basically went to war because they killed my cactus, and I'm not gonna let them take another plant. So I cut a bunch of garlic and basically spread that all over the, I guess you call it soil, the earth, I don't know. And I also I also brewed garlic soup, which calling that a soup is kind of a crime, but I just boiled a bunch of garlic and to like, I don't know, I guess get the, I don't know, the garlic juice. And I also basically watered my plants with that. And so yeah, everything smells like garlic. It's not great. I'm not a big fan, but you know, if I don't like it, I'm pretty sure the pest isn't gonna like it either. You know, if I'm not having a good time, they're probably not having a good time either. And if they're suffering, then that's good enough for me. Fuck them. Yeah, I'm going to eradicate all of them. And then I'm gonna get a new cactus probably. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Cause I really did like the cactus. It's really pretty because the cactus blooms sometimes, and the flowers are really pretty. They're like a magenta, a pink magenta, and I really like that. I don't know. I'm just sad because I had the cactus for like almost 4.5 years, probably longer. So that sucks. Yeah. I don't know, but I did all of that like in the middle of the night. I went to bed at like 2, and I was just laying in bed, and I was like kind of getting anxious and nervous about the bugs. And I was like, "Ugh, I don't know, I can't just go to sleep doing nothing." And so I decided to repot my cactus, and then I realized my cactus is like fucked. And so I was just staring at my cactus for like a few minutes because I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I got really upset, and then I made some posts and I looked up what I could do, and I ordered another thing that is gonna kill like the like the little worms that are in the soil. I don't want to say maggots, that's gross. But yeah, I'm gonna I ordered that, and that is gonna arrive at some point. But because that is gonna take a few days, I was like, I need to do something right now. And so I did what was available to me, and yeah, I don't know. I hope that's gonna like help, because I really don't want any of my chili plants to die. And also none of my other plants, obviously. But yeah. So I went to bed at like probably like 3:30 or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like, I don't know. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, because I can always grow new plants. I'm just upset that I didn't realize what was going on sooner, because I didn't know. I didn't know those things exist. I didn't know. I was lacking critical information. So that sucks. But now I do know, and now I'm learning things. And I guess that's good. I just wish I didn't have to learn it the hard way. Yeah. Oh well, I guess. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it feels like it is to me. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the autism. Being so emotionally attached to a plant. Like, I don't know. But yeah. Right. About the manhwa that I was reading. So, I fully decided to drop it. I looked online because I felt like I was going crazy, because like the premise, the titles, everything made it seem like this is supposed to be a dark story, but it's just like not. And I looked at some spoilers, and apparently it's also not gonna turn into like a dark direction. But even though, like, to be fair, if it takes like more than half the story in order to get to the dark story part, then I guess that's just like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I was praying that I am gonna get what I hoped for, but it just, you know, doesn't happen. Which sucks, but I guess at least I enjoyed some parts of the story. There was like one character I really liked because she's really cute. Otherwise it's just like, I don't know, it's just not the type of story I care that much for. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, oh well. Oh well. So now I'll have to see what I'm gonna read next. I do have some books that I borrowed from the library that I still need to finish, so I probably should finish those first. One of those is like an actual horror book. The other one is a thriller. And I borrowed 3, and the other one is a drama, I believe. I actually, I've never read or seen anything from Jane Austen before because I'm uncultured, and before I like got into English book YouTubers, I didn't even know who that is. Like I'm that uncultured. I didn't know who that is. And so I thought, hey, I'm just gonna borrow this book and read it. So I am more cultured. I haven't read it yet though, so I'm gonna do that at some point. Wait, let me get the book. Yeah, I borrowed a Mansfield Park, which is like, I don't know, like some kind of book about dealing with the fallout of having your partner cheat on you, I guess. I think. I don't know. Not really something. I mean, I guess I don't really care about the fact if I can relate to something or not. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's gonna be interesting. To read that kind of perspective. And then I also borrowed the book Our Endless Number Days, which is actually kind of similar to a movie I watched like a few I guess technically months ago. I can't really say weeks. Basically the premise is that a young girl moves into the woods with her father, yes, and her father basically says like, oh, everyone else in the world is dead, gone, and we're the only people who still live. And so they live in the woods, and I don't know, I guess she kind of grows up in there. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna follow this kid, figure out that actually what her father told her is bullshit, and have to deal with that reality. And the movie I watched is pretty similar, except that there's also her mother, and the father basically abducted the mother first. I don't know if she got the child in the woods or if hey, hi, or if she got the child first and then he abducted her into the woods. The latter probably makes more sense because, you know, giving birth in the woods is like pretty risky. Like, how are you? I'm tired, but otherwise I'm good. How about you? How are you doing? How are you? Yeah, me. I really need I need like an emote or something. That would probably make a really good like animated emote, just me yawning, being tired. You know, a lot of YouTubers have like funny, like iconic things about them, and I just have being tired. Which, you know, I guess that's cute, you know? I guess that's cute. I'm just a cat. I'm just a little guy. That's a lie. I'm not a cat. I'm an Unreal, but you know. Right. What was I talking about? Yeah, giving birth in a forest. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a great idea. Too risky. What if she dies? So, you know, better to like do the abducting after giving birth, you know? So that's probably what happened. And I don't know. I guess it does make more sense to like not take the mother with the child. Wah! Ooh, thank you for the follow, yatta. Because, you know, then you run at the risk of having this other person be like, hey, actually, what this person is telling you is complete bullshit. So yeah, if you just want to manipulate someone, it's... I mean, that's like the classic tactic of isolating your victim, you know? This sounds terrible out of context. Listen, I'm just talking in the universe of this book / movie. But yeah, it's worrying to me that this is like a thing. Like this is something people think about. Like imagine there is this child that gets abducted by the parents, and then they live in the forest and they get lied to, and it's all really bad and fucked up. Like, but I guess I can get behind the fantasy of like wanting to see what it would be like to like go back to the old days of complete non-technology and just living in a forest and just, I don't know, living with nature to like its purest form, I guess, in a way. But also good old days. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're gonna say good old days until you, I don't know, trip, fall, break your leg, have a scratch, and die. I don't know. I think it would also be hard because a lot of things that we're used to just like don't exist. Like music, unless you can make music yourself, that's gone. Chocolate, not happening. Unless you're in like a tropical area, I suppose. But you know, that then you also run at risk of more animals that could kill you. So that sucks. Uh I guess grains is also gonna be an issue unless you somehow like plant those yourself. Which, you know, that's fair. Um so you purely, I mean, sugar, like alone. Like, how are you gonna get sugar? uh Unless through fruits, I guess. Um and yeah, I don't like, there's a bunch of shit that you just don't have. Uh and for me, like books? Books? There's no books. That is so depressing. Like, if I don't know, I would just stare at the ceiling all day and, I don't know, daydream, I guess. But like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't read. I guess I could draw, but like that's also not fun. Well, I do like drawing, but like there's only so much I can draw. And like, especially if I just live with one other person, besides the fact that I would hate, like, I don't know, living together with another person, I guess. Because, like, that's the only person I can talk to. There's only one. That sounds terrible. Um. You know, besides that, like, I mean, that just sucks. Maybe this is gonna be the horror book, actually. Like, if you really think about it, that's so, like, yeah. And I mean, wait, what about cheese? How are you gonna get cheese? I mean, if you are in the woods, like, cheese? That's gonna be rough. I mean, you only have what? Some plants, like mushrooms you could eat. Berries. That's cool. And meat. Like like what else? I guess you could eat worms and bugs, but like uh well, unless you find the farm, then you're good, but like you can't really hold farm animals in a forest, I guess. Um I don't know. Deep thoughts? Yeah, I don't know. I I can't help it. But yeah, I guess you could eat dried fruits and stuff if you want something sweet. But you can't even make cookies. Or bread. Again, unless you find a farm and steal wheat. Then you could make bread, probably. But also, what about salt? And pepper? I don't even know how you find pepper. Like, where do you even find pepper? Where do you find salt? Like, there's only so much you can get in complete isolation. You're just gonna die. Cause you don't have shit. Where's the nutritions, the vitamins? Hello? I don't know. I don't even know like how you would keep up that lie, because I mean, if you're the only like people who are left on the earth, like, wouldn't it make more sense to like travel around for resources? I mean, like, duh, for like medical resources and food. So, like, you're good. Well, I guess it would also make sense to have like some homes where you like save up things. But also that like idea that you're the only person, well, the only people left on Earth, that just seems first off disturbing, because like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? Your father's alive and you're alive. Like, the fuck? But then also, like, that just seems so unlikely that only 2 people of what? How many people are on Earth right now? 80 billion? That only 2 people of 80 billion people are alive? What? I don't know. I don't know. But, like, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. If I were that child, couldn't be me. But I also have trust issues. I have many issues. Oh. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess I'll see how the story plays out. I haven't even started reading it. I just yeah, I mean, the book does talk about what I just said: trapping squirrels, foraging for berries, surviving the winter. Huh. How long can you stay sane when the world is lost? That is a great question. Yeah. Now I kind of want to read the book. But yeah, the other book that I borrowed is called The Twisted Ones. And this one I actually started. I'm like, I don't know, at page 100. So far, I don't know, it's fine. It's not like gripping me, I guess. But this is also more like classic horror. Yeah, it is classified as horror. And it's basically about like a young woman who is like tasked with like cleaning out the house from her grandmother, and apparently the deceased the deceased husband of the grandmother was doing like some weird cult shit and weird things are happening and, you know, the classic things. And there's like weird stones and things like that. And I don't know. I don't know. I'll see how that book is. I don't know. I think I personally always prefer thrillers because a lot of the concepts in horrors such as like not something I can really like, I don't know. My wait, how do you call it? What, how do you suspense of disbelief like doesn't really like reach that far, I guess. So if it's like just, I don't know, ooh, a ghost is killing people, I'm like, okay, who cares? Like, wow, so scary. I guess I'll just die. Whatever. Like, that doesn't scare me. It's just like, okay. Like, it's not even like in a terrible way or something. They just break your neck and you're dead. It's like, wow. Okay. I'm so scared. But like in most thrillers, it's more, I guess there's more anticipation or something. Or maybe I just don't really read horror that I find good. Because I do like mouthwashing. I see a lot of people play mouthwashing. And I've watched like 2 playthroughs. Yeah, I think. And I also watched the video essay. I like the video essay. I think it touched also on some things that I didn't really pick up on. Especially regarding some things of the female character in the game. I think her name is Alia. I don't know. I forgot. And I like that. I like that a lot of things are like very subtle and don't get like thrown into your face. So you have to like really pick up on things. And I think a lot of people aren't really used to that, especially nowadays. So I think that's really cool. I think that's nice. But I also always prefer stories that make or want you to really think about how these things are going to affect the characters, how you would feel about these things, and like, I don't know, just like in general, things that make you like think a lot. I had that a lot with Soma. I think Soma was really cool. I don't know, just like the idea of if you copy yourself, is the copied version still you? I don't know. I mean, I do know. I think it's, I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea. And also something a lot of people don't really like think about. As example, when someone is dealing with memory loss. Like, it always kind of annoys me when characters in movies or shows or something like don't grasp at all that like the person you knew, the way you knew this person is never going to exist again. Because even if the person is going to remember the things that happened previously in their life, they still deal with it from another perspective now. Because they have a reference to how things are without these memories. And yeah, I don't know. It really annoys me when characters are like, oh, we have to make you remember so you're back to your old self. And it's like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, girl. But also, obviously, like, I don't know. I think amnesia and things like that are like a very complex topic in general. Like, this reminds me of this one book I read like a while ago. More Happy Than Not. I don't know. That was a book that, like, I don't know. I think I was thinking way more about things the book didn't want me to think about than I did think about the things that the book wanted me to think about. Because the whole premise was like that in this universe, you can basically artificially erase traumatic memories. And the main character used that like to erase the knowledge that he's gay, and like that's just I don't know, that's just dumb. Like that's not how that works. Like the crazier thing is that they like actually went through the procedure and like made him forget that, as if sexuality works like that. Like, just because you like make someone forget that they're gay, that doesn't mean that like that realization isn't gonna happen again. Like, that's not how a brain works. Besides that whole thing, I think there's also like a discussion to be had about if it is like ethical or right to just like erase memories or something that happened to a person. I don't know. I think that's a really like interesting kind of discussion. But that's also probably because of the type of person I am. I think even if like I do have some amnesia, and obviously that's like not my choice. Like, I can't just be like, I'm not gonna have this now. So on the one side, I am in the position where I don't have to deal with certain memories. But on the other side, there also are a lot of things that I do remember. And personally, if I had the choice between like remembering and forgetting them, I would always choose remembering, because like obviously bad things that happen to me don't define me as a person, but at some point you have to like consider how much you take away of a person if you just erase like core memories, even if they are traumatic, you know? Like I mean, to be fair, like in general, trauma is just like trauma in itself doesn't have to be or have to lead to post-traumatic stress, as example. That's post-traumatic stress is caused through trauma, but that is trauma that like cannot be like incorporated into the like general memory system. So like each human has trauma in like small ways, like this one time where you felt really embarrassed and anxious because you did something silly or you tripped and hurt yourself. Like all of those are like small experiences that shape the way your brain works. And I mean, that's kind of important why we need to work on post-traumatic stress, so your brain can like incorporate it and your brain can just chill again, you know? Because otherwise your brain is just like constantly restarting the thing that happened and it sucks. But yeah, I've been talking so much, but I don't even know what my point was anymore. But yeah, like as example, in this book, there is like this one person who, I think that's really fucked up actually. There's this one sibling who had a twin brother, and the twin brother died because he fucked up and like the gang members like killed the wrong person, and so he was like dealing with a lot of guilt and trauma for basically being at fault for the death of his like twin brother. And I don't know, I don't know if I think it's right to completely erase the existence of someone like that, because in order to like prevent memory triggers, because obviously you're basically taking a memory and putting it into the subconscious. That's how your brain also normally deals with traumatic memories. Like, there's basically like a sector, well, not really, this is just like metaphorically, a sector in your brain that throws the stuff, the bad stuff the brain doesn't or can't deal with, that's where the memories go. And that's basically where they put the memories. Because they can't completely erase them, because it's basically experience that you've had. And with certain triggers, the likelihood of those memories coming back gets like higher, and so they basically have to completely remove any potential trigger. And so they just have to like completely erase the existence of a twin brother in order to prevent any triggers. And I mean, like, just in general, I don't think that's smart, because like, even a person who like doesn't have like artificial amnesia cannot avoid triggers all their life. Like, that's not how that works. And generally, the goal isn't 100% to avoid triggers, because again, that's not possible, especially if you don't know certain triggers. But it's more like, obviously you're not gonna purposefully want to trigger yourself, because that's just like, don't do that. But you're just gonna have to find a good balance, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a interesting topic, and kind of very complex, but the book doesn't really like talk about that a lot. It's more about a lot of other things, and I just didn't really care about that. I just cared more about the whole idea of how ethical is it to like artificially erase memories and stuff like that. Especially because at the end of the story, the main character ends up with like brain damage, which basically causes him to like continually forget a lot of things. I think his like short-term memory is fucked up, so he only like knows things up till that point, and cannot form like new memories or something like that. I don't know. It's been a while since I read that book, but that was like kind of underwhelming to me. I don't know. It's I don't know. Like, just the whole idea of completely fucking up your brain in order to forget that you're gay just seems so silly to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Especially because that's, I don't know. I think that just seems dumb, because it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. That's like, no. I need to drink something. But yeah, right now I have I don't even know what you call those. A hit reply on Twitter. I never have a hit tweet. I don't know. But I do have a hit reply. I responded to like a post about Mizu 5 because someone asked where Mizuki could be, like how come the Vocaloids don't know where she is. And it's kind of interesting to me how like even Night Court fans don't really know the lore regarding the empty Sakai, considering it's like a thing that has been talked about a few times, that like we don't know how big the empty Sakai is, like if it's endless or not. And it's been a few times that like especially Len has like been getting really anxious about getting lost in the empty sky because, you know, like if you're lost, like you're fucked. Because it's such like bland kind of scenery that it's hard to find your way back. And that's what makes it scary, that Mizuki is probably hiding in the Sakai, because like just from the like perspective of someone who is in a really anxious, scared like mindset, if you are running away, you're not like obviously thinking rationally, so you're just like, I don't know, like in my head she probably just went to the empty Sakai, started running, going somewhere where no one else is, and you just keep going because who cares, like whatever. And you know, since she is, you know, a like human, she could get back into the real world, but we don't know what her phone charging looks like. And once her phone is empty, the coffin is sealed. Like, we got a problem. Like, a big problem. If her phone is empty and she is somewhere we don't know where, and the Sakai, it's like, well, I guess, like, she's actually gone then. Like, she's actually disappeared. Which, I mean, that was her goal, but, like, that's bad, like, really bad. And, a lot of people don't really, like, consider that possibility. Sorry, I'm just, seeing that the ads are starting now. I'm probably gonna take a little break while the ads are running, so I can take a breather. I'll be right back. I'm back with Pockies. Yippee, let's go. I was also showing someone on Twitter a very cool character from Infinity Nikki. Because someone was talking about the fact that they thought a certain character is gonna be a budge woman, but it's not, it's a guy. I actually thought the same thing. I thought it's a woman first, but no. And then I introduced them to Bettina. Very pretty, very pretty. Bettina's so cool. I'm so excited to learn more about her. Especially since there's like some lore regarding her too, because she's like the leader of the people who fled from the nearby country. And so she's really cool. Yeah. I don't know. I love Infinity Nikki. It's such a cool game. And I'm really excited to see what they're like gonna do with it. I thought it would be really cool if they did that. And they're actually gonna implement a housing system. So that's really cool. I don't know. It just seems like the type of game where that would make sense. But also, I really hope that you can also farm. You can like I don't know, like grow some things. I think that would be really cool. Obviously that's not something they would have to like implement quickly, but I think that would be a really neat thing to like add in like a future patch. Especially if you're like gonna add more clothing items over time. I think it would be really cool to have like specific clothing items that you need to grow certain things for. I think that would be neat. Since, you know, some things don't really grow that well in nature, and they grow better in like a safe environment, so I think that would be really neat. I don't know, man. I have so many ideas. I really hope that I get into the paid interview. I think that would be really cool. And I don't know. I really want to like help make this game the best it can be in the future. Which is funny. I don't know. This is the first time I got into like beta testing. But it's exciting to see the like a base of something and have like a bunch of ideas as to how it could be like even better. Even though like I think Infinity Nikki is already like a game you can enjoy just fine. And like I don't know, I think it already has like a pretty solid quality of life system. Like as example, the energy region isn't capped to like the normal like I don't know, what's the normal amount games usually have? I guess like 240 or something. I know Zenless Zone Zero has 240. Sorry, I'm back. It's okay. It's okay. I know Honkai Star Rail also has that. And I mean, both games do have an overflow system, so that's cool. I know Infinite Sneaky has its cap at 350 energy. Which I think is neat. It might be worth it to still like note down that it would be cool to have like an overflow system. Cause you know, I don't know. I think every game should have an overflow system because it just sucks to like, I don't know, not be able to log into a game for a week as example, and then you go back and that's like nothing. Like, oh well, you're capped at energy. Sucks to be you. It's just nice to be like able to balance out the resources that you weren't able to get. Like if someone can't log in, they're not gonna log in no matter what. You know? Alright? Hell yeah. I'm just also kind of contemplating on what would be cool to add. Because obviously I don't know everything that's gonna be added. I mean, they're probably gonna add more. Sorry, but I have to go again. It's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. I mean, they're probably gonna add more like alternative outfits. Since they did that with the fishing as example. I really like the alternative fishing outfit. It looks like a sailor outfit, and I like that. I think that's really neat. I think that would be really cool to do with like the floating outfit. I think there's a lot of cool things you could do. Also with a bubble outfit, I think there's a lot of fun alternative ideas other than like bubbles you could do. Like I think the most obvious choice is probably like the paper crane, something like that. And I don't know if there's gonna be like a water themed thing. I think something that allows you to dive underwater, that would be really sick. A like diving outfit, that would be amazing. But like obviously that like not a 1.0 type of thing. What else? Oh, I also would like an outfit that gives you like a vehicle. I think that would be funny. I don't know. I don't want to constantly spend my money on a bike and then I lose the bike somewhere and then I have to buy a bike again. So I think it would be cool to like be able to get an outfit that gets you like a vehicle all the time, and it could be like different, like you could do a lot of that. You could do a lot of things with that, like I guess the most obvious choice right now in my head is like a horse riding outfit that allows you to summon a horse, and so you can ride with the horse somewhere. I think that would be fun. Like you could do things with that. Sorry, I just imagine like a collaboration between Infinity Nikki and Final Fantasy 14. And Nikki just rides on a chocobo or something. I think that would be funny. I don't know. Like Infinity Nikki x Final Fantasy 14. I mean, that is a really weird collaboration, but I think that would be funny. I don't know. I should probably write some of those ideas down in case I do get into the interview. But also, obviously, I don't really know what the interview is gonna encompass. Yeah. But also, I don't know, there's just so many fun things you could do. You could do a collaboration, as example, with someone who does custom dolls. Like my first thought was Munjo. I mean, she does like a bunch of custom dolls. You could do something like that. I don't know, like maybe I don't know, that might be hard to do, but definitely sponsor her for like a video. So she does like a Nikki doll and makes one of her outfits. I think that would be a massive brain. I can imagine that a lot of people who watch wait, I think her name is Moonlight Jewel. I don't know. I think a lot of people who watch her videos would probably also be into that. What else? Obviously, I don't know. I would love some kind of collaboration with VTubers. I think that would be cool. But then it's also like harder because I'm not sure how well like some outfits would fit with the general theme of Infinity Nikki. But like my idea would be to have it in like a bit of a larger scale, that it's like a sort of idea of an outfit swap, that like we in-game get like an outfit that is very much themed after a VTuber, and the VTuber gets like a model that has clothing themed after Nikki. I think that would be really cool, but obviously that's like a really big thing. Like that's massive. That would have to be a really, really big VTuber. I mean, obviously my first thought is Iron Mouse, just because like she gets new models like warm bread buns anyway. So like that wouldn't hurt her. And also she has a massive audience, so that would make sense. But I don't even know if that's like the type of game Iron Mouse would even like. Otherwise, what would also make sense is do something like that with like Hololive as example. I'm sure there's probably at least one VTuber who would really be into Infinity Nikki. So that would make a lot of sense. Obviously, that would probably be like I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, you could probably, since, like, let's just imagine we have like one banner. One limited banner for like a collab. So, each banner has like a 4-star outfit and a 5-star outfit, which means you could have 2 VTubers. Now, depending on how you go about that. If you want to be this like the theme of the patch as example, you could go with 4 VTubers, have it like, you know, not 2 patch cycles, like 2 banner cycles, and have like 2 VTubers have the 4-star outfit and 2 VTubers have the 5-star outfit. Just like in the game. I think if you did that, having like a sort of like other way around would be very difficult because that's just like too costly. But I think that could be really cool. Maybe to have like the ability. But also I think having 2 banner cycles could be too much. I think definitely having like 1 banner that is themed after like some VTuber of choice, that would definitely be worth it. I'm sure a lot of people would get into the game through that. Especially if you like choose the right type of streamer. Obviously, Iron Mouse is a safe choice as a VTuber because she got a massive audience. But also, I think, yeah, again, Hololive would definitely make sense. I mean, they're the biggest VTuber agency, especially in Japan. So having, as example, a Japanese VTuber would also mean you could target more of a Japanese audience. And if you do the marketing right, I think that could be a pretty big thing. I mean, I'm just thinking about the baseball thing they had. I think that was baseball. Yeah. Sorry, this is just me yapping about ideas. Yeah, I think that could be cool. It's funny because I don't know anything about marketing and stuff like that because I don't really have any experience, obviously. I'm just thinking about things that could work on me or where I would go that is really cool. Something that would make me install a game. And getting an outfit themed after a VTuber would definitely be one of them. That is definitely something that would make me install a game. Hell yeah. And I mean, a lot of VTuber fans have money too, right? Right? I think? I don't know. Actually, a lot of them probably don't have money because they spend all of it on VTuber merch because a lot of VTubers always release so much merch. But hey, you know, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Besides, the pity system is really great, and it's definitely motivating to make people swipe. So, you know, that could work. Yeah. Since you're guaranteed to get items, it's not possible to get like the same clothing item twice until after you get the whole outfit. So that's neat. I think that already like really helps that you're guaranteed to basically get the outfit. What else? I mean, I already said that. I think it would be really cool to have like a collaboration with Buy So Lovely when it comes to jewelry. Not wet. Because that just makes sense, you know. I don't know. I would always think clothing is also cool, especially like I can't even comprehend like how detailed each clothing item is. It's like they legitimately think about, okay, how would this be sewn? And then 3D model it accordingly. And that's just like mind-boggling to me. And they also give everything the right texture, so it like actually looks like something that would exist in real life. And like, that's crazy. That's just insane. So they could easily make like some of the outfits real. I think that would be cool. I think some of those are tough though. Because then you're targeting a very specific demographic, which obviously is also really cool. Like, don't get me wrong. If I had the money to buy a $200 Lolita dress, I would. But I cannot, unfortunately. But also that's fine. I don't have to be able to buy something in order for it to like be something worth thinking about, you know? I definitely think that could be a cool idea to like make certain outfits like a reality. I think that could be really cool. And it doesn't even have to be like really fancy, complicated items. I think some of us can just be like simple, quote unquote, neat clothing items. I think that's definitely possible. And I mean, to be fair, that's like the obvious choice. It's a dress-up game, so obviously making the clothing items real makes sense, especially since a lot of people who play that game are probably more like clothing conscious, I guess. They look more at what they wear. Not me. I don't know. I wear whatever. But I guess I would like to think about that more. I just dressing good requires money. Yeah. What else? I don't know, there's so many things you could do. I just hope they make a space themed outfit, to be honest. That's all I want. Give me a space outfit and I'm happy. Hell yeah. Ooh, I mean, you could make a floating outfit. That is themed after a star, and you're basically like a shooting star. And yeah. Is that something? Am I cooking? Do you guys think that's good? I think that would be cool. Like I don't know what that would look like, but I think that could be nice. But I also just like anything space themed. Like, give me something with stars and I'm there. And also, anything with crows or ravens. Or like just corvids in general. Like, but I'm also really excited to get more lore regarding the palace. There's a really cool palace in the game. And there's like a bunch of things to explore. And I kind of really hope they're gonna add more like hidden lore and like books and notes in this like in those like ruins, because that would just be the icing on the cake to like really reward people who do like exploration and give them like itty bitty bits of lore. Like, I don't know, that I always love that kind of stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I am kind of thinking about if doing beta testing is something I would be interested in doing, like in general, or if this is just something I like because of the game, because I like the game. I don't know. I guess that's future itchy. It sound like I'm saying itchy. Itchy. Itchy's thing to think about. I don't know. I am kind of thinking about reviving uploading VODs on my YouTube channel. The issue is that I've lost access to my VOD channel. So I guess I could try and get the channel back somehow. Or I put everything on one channel. I think that would be easier for me to manage personally, to just have like one channel where I put everything on. I know some people have like 2 to 3 channels, but I don't know if that's me. I think that's gonna be tough as a single person to deal with. So I might just go with a single channel, and I think that's also, I guess, more convenient for other people. I don't know. I'll see how it goes, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna try doing that more. Also making thumbnails. I don't really know how to make good thumbnails yet, to be honest, so I'll have to look into that too. God, the last time I made thumbnails was when I just started streaming. Yeah. I mean, maybe I should bring that back. The VODs, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have those privated, but yeah. I don't know. This is just me having a lot of thoughts and just rambling on, but I guess that's kind of what streaming is, huh? Oh, right, by the way, I started playing Project Sakai with my what do you call that finger? I don't know. I was always a thumb player, and I'm still used to using my thumbs, but now I started using my other fingers. And it's kind of crazy how different that experience is playing Project Sakai with different fingers. I didn't think it would make that much of a difference, but it feels like I'm playing a different game. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. It kind of has brought back the fun of playing Project Sakai, because I just kind of got really into a routine of playing this like similar songs, and you know, being pretty decently good at them, but also the growth was stagnant, and I think that kind of made it boring over time, especially since a lot of the new songs I also don't really care about, so that was like kind of whatever. But yeah, now I'm playing with different fingers, and that's pretty cool. And that also might mean that I'm able to clear higher level songs. Because right now, basically everything over level 26 is not happening. I got one clear once in Ghost Rule, and that was a nightmare. So now I'm trying to get like better at using my other fingers and see how that goes. But I will have to see when the banners for Mizuki are coming out. I still don't really know how this is like gonna go. I know the World Link support gacha is gonna come out tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And was thinking about pulling on that because I really like that Anna set, but I also want to pull on the Heart and Water banner. I don't know. I'm kind of confused as to how this works. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I know this... Okay, I mean, this event goes from the 8th to the 20th. And that starts in 8 days. Because, you know, we got that other event first. Event chapters. I don't know what event chapters means, though. I don't know. I really want the Heart and Water Mizuki card, though. So, I guess I never said that. I plan on doing like a Project Zakar stream where I pull on the night card banners. My goal is to get as many Mizuki cards as possible, but I also will have to save some crystals. Because of the Sanrio collab that is gonna happen in December. And, you know, obviously then I also need to save up crystals for Mizuki 5. And then there's also gonna be, I think like at least one Mizuki event. Before Mizu 5? I don't know. So I'll have to see how I'm gonna manage my crystals. But I definitely want to get the Heart and Water Mizuki card. Because I like the card. It's pretty. And also I have a bunch of limited tickets. I'm pretty sure I have 20, and you can only use 10 per card. And I'm pretty sure this is a limited banner. So I can use that on here. Yeah, it's a limited banner. So I can do that. I also, yeah, I'm pretty sure the Sanrio banner is also limited. So I can also use the other 10 tickets on that banner. Yeah. I don't know. I take a lot of notes as to what the best way is to like farm crystals and get crystals. Because I don't have a lot of cards like fully ranked up or leveled up or like trained for certain characters, so I don't have like completed the daily challenge, so there's still a lot of crystals to be gained. And then obviously through like leveling up characters and stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe I'll be lucky and get Mizuki's card early so I don't have to spark for it. That would be really convenient. I don't know, I'm always really lucky somehow. I pull on a banner and I get like a 4-star, like, almost immediately. Like, either it's like some off-banner card that I wanted anyway, or it's an on-banner card and I'm like, let's go. So I rarely spend more than like 6k crystals on a banner. But yeah, I don't know. I saved up for this event specifically, so I'm definitely gonna spend a lot of crystals. And it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, definitely gonna be a lot for World Link. And when it comes to the heart in water banner, I'll have to see what's a heart. But okay, I'm sorry I scammed you guys. I said I'm gonna stream Dead by Daylight and then I didn't. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. And no one can tell me what to do, so I didn't play Dead by Daylight. So instead I just yapped for almost 2 hours. Okay, but I think I'm empty now. I don't think there's anything I can talk about anymore. I'm done. I'm done now, so I'm gonna call it a day here. Do some other stuff probably. Next stream is on Saturday with Final Fantasy 16. Let's go. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, whatever time it is where you're at. And I'll see you guys. Hell yeah! Yatta! Bye!